90% of the time, I have no idea what the I'm talking about.
It's true. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the show called Joey Answers Your Questions, the show. In this episode, we're going to answer your questions. The big change up. I'm just going to continue to use that same joke every single episode. I hope you guys are feeling well-rested, invigorated, ready to tackle your life with energy. And if that's not the case, make sure you get to bed early tonight. Soak up that sleep so that the next day you can just have that aggression in your life to tackle your goals, to achieve things, and to just show your to-do list who's boss. Just check boxes. All those things that you're putting off, clear them. Eliminate those tasks.
Kill him.
Eliminate the ones that don't matter by not doing them, but eliminate the ones that do matter by doing them. That's my hope. I hope that it's just a super productive week for you guys, and that you feel the freedom and the weight kind of come off you as a result of just checking off those boxes. Let's check out your questions. And this isn't an excuse, but basically, if I seem loopy today, it's because I had about 3 hours of sleep on purpose.
You what?
The reason I did that is because I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. I've been shifting gradually later and later and later. I've been going to bed later and later and later. It's the post-upload hangover. Whenever I post a main channel video, I feel like I can just relax a bit. But if I allow myself to, or if I don't regulate myself, I will continue to go to bed later and later and wake up later as a consequence. So I kind of want to stop that from happening, this whole sleeping in drift. And, I woke up at 8 a.m. today, despite really not getting any sleep. But I did that on purpose so that I can be tired today, so that I can go to bed early and actually enjoy going to bed early so that I can wake up early. So I'm just biting the bullet today so I can fix my sleep schedule. Aisha says, what did you study in university? What are your thoughts on relationships? Are you in one / interested / not interested, etc.? Aisha, what did I study in university? I studied media and communication. There was a lot of filmmaking classes in that. But there were also a lot of other classes to do with media and communication. There's cross-cultural communication. There's public speaking. I guess there's just a lot of things, social media stuff. But none of it, I feel like a lot of it didn't really help me do what I do now. Public speaking definitely did. I feel a lot more comfortable in front of people, even though I don't do a lot of public speaking, and this doesn't feel like public speaking. I'm just talking to my camera, and I know that people are going to watch it, and I see comments, but I don't actually see you guys and your faces. So it's a little bit of an interesting dynamic. I'm basically just talking to myself, but not. Yeah. But the public speaking class was really interesting because I had always had the impression that I was a terrible public speaker. I remember in my first year, I gave an English presentation on some novel we were supposed to read, and I got so freaking nervous in front of the class. Nothing happened, but I was tripping over my words. Nothing out of the ordinary. People do that all the time. But I was so in my head, I felt like the whole thing was a disaster. I rushed through everything, and people tend to do that when they're nervous. I had this whole thing in my head. I'm bad at public speaking, I get nervous. But ever since I did the public speaking class, I really learned some techniques to manage nerves. I got a lot of input from my classmates. Every single speech I had to do in front of the class, which was a lot of them, was recorded so I could review myself and write a little write-up as to what I did wrong, what I can work on, and I really tried to consciously work on those things throughout the course of the class. And by the end of the class, to my surprise, I was voted by the class as the best overall public speaker. And that blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. And it was like the biggest ego boost, or the biggest frame shift, I guess. And I guess my belief system changed after that. These people are the ones who heard me speak, and they have a more accurate representation of reality than what's going on in my head. So I believed it, Clearly, they saw something that I didn't, and I latched onto that belief instead of the old one. Now I consider myself an adept public speaker. I'm not the best, that's for sure. But at the same time, it definitely changed my mindset and made me more comfortable speaking in front of others and not doubting my ability all the time. So I highly recommend doing Toastmasters or taking up a public speaking class, because you're probably not as bad as you think you are. And even if you are, you'll learn some tangible skills to get better. And it's just I almost choked on my own spit. It's just a very valuable skill to have. As for what are your thoughts on relationships? Relationships are basically the meaning of life. We're meant to be in relationships, not necessarily just romantically, but we're meant to connect to people. That's how we evolved. That's what we are built for. We would have died a long time ago if we couldn't connect and relate and work together with other people. Are you in one /interested/not interested? I am not in one. I think I'm in a phase in my life where I'm becoming more and more interested in being in a relationship. I was really focused on YouTube and myself and self-improvement and stuff like that before, I guess. But I'm at a point now, I guess, where I'm starting to figure things out. I feel a lot more like I have a stronger sense of identity, and it's not necessarily like I need to be in a relationship. In fact, I feel like of all the points in my life, I need not to be in a relationship. But paradoxically, that's usually when you're more receptive to one. It's like when you have your stuff figured out, you feel solid about yourself. You're the most compatible with other people who also have their stuff figured out, which happens to be the people I'm most attracted to. So yeah, I mean, I'm in no rush, but it could happen. It could happen.
It's free real estate.
Relationships are overrated because they're not going to solve your problems, like your personal problems, usually. If you're just an ungrounded person with zero sense of identity, zero motivation, no drive, no code of conduct, no values, they're vague, and you just want to be in a relationship because you want to feel better about yourself and you want to be validated, then relationships are totally overrated in that context because they will not solve those problems that I just mentioned. You're only going to be attracted to and attractive to people who are also just as ungrounded as you. And usually those relationships are super turbulent, end poorly, because these people are so reliant on each other to fill each other's gaps, to complete them as a human. They become so codependent, unable to do anything themselves, that it's just a disaster. That makes it f***ed. Obviously, you're going to have flaws. You can't just iron out all of your flaws before you get into a relationship. I feel like that's another thing that people try to do. But you do have to know what you stand for. You need to have your life figured out somewhat, and you need to be on a good path. And you need to know what you want in a partner too. Holy smokes, I just play with the mic. This is basically, these episodes are Joey playing with the mic simulator. Cal says, question for next week. How was camping, Joey? Any dope stories, bonfires, s'mores? Camping was good. We went in kind of suboptimal weather. It was raining half the time. I bought 2 giant awnings to shield us from the wetness. And it was fun nonetheless. We good people, good friends, good conversations, good snacks. However, I choked down way too many burnt hot dogs and felt subhuman, but that's part of the camping experience. We also did a stupid thing where, since we were trying to stay warm from the fire and we had these giant awnings, I don't know if they're called awnings. Like, these covered areas, they got the metal, like 4 metal poles that go up, and then there's tarp. Anyways, we did a stupid thing and we put that over the fire. It wasn't a big fire. And it wasn't big enough that it would burn the awning or anything like that. But what it did do is created a little smokehouse. And we were breathing in all of this wood smoke all night long. Very bad for the lungs. I'm sure my lungs will take weeks to recover from that. And it certainly tangibly felt like it took a couple days to recover from that because, yeah, I couldn't breathe very well after that. And I have asthma too. So that wasn't fun. Not the best call. But if we stayed low enough, low, our head didn't stick into a lot of the smoke. We could kind of sort of avoid most of it, but it was still there. It was a smoky, crappy lung environment. So other than that, it was fun. It was good to get out. I feel invigorated. I'm looking forward to hitting the campgrounds when it's better weather as well. A person asks, hey Joey, my question is, how long would it take to reach a certain level of self-control and discipline that you would be able to do anything you want for any amount of time with absolute concentration at any given time, even if it was boring? And yeah, that's it. Hoping the camping was great, by the way. Thank you. You can't. It's impossible. You can't do anything you want for any amount of time with absolute concentration. I don't think you can do that. You can certainly improve that skill. You're asking too much of yourself. You're asking the wrong questions, I feel. Like, what's the point of being able to do anything you want for any amount of time, for any length of time, even if it's boring? Excuse me. Like, what kind of life is that? Like, it would be very valuable to you if you can learn the skill of doing hard things for longer, you know, the necessary things that move your life forward for longer and bring more concentration and presence to those things. You know, that's certainly a valuable skill, and that's one I'm trying to hone myself. And that's what the whole preamble at the beginning of the video is about. But that sounds like a dreadful life, to be honest. You know, just being hyper focused on boring things for the whole day. Every single day, you wake up and you try to move your life forward and you're advancing towards some vague goal, but you never get there. You know, you need time to just unplug, have a good time, connect with people, go camping, play sports, watch a hockey game. You know, life's fun. Pick up a dance class, chat up some bartender at the bar and ask him like why he's working at the bar. Like, is he into photography? Oh, that's cool, dude. Yeah. Oh, you do jujitsu? Maybe I'll sign up. I don't know what that had to do with anything, but there's a lot of variety of things you can do with life. It's not all about working. Working's overrated. It's also underrated. With a little bit of concentration, dedicated, hard concentration on the most important thing, you can be in a wildly different place 2 weeks from now. That being said, you got to have a variety of stuff you do after that. What's the end goal here? Is it to achieve something materialistic, or is it to just live a balanced life and enjoy yourself, live a good life? I would recommend to you listening to my little preamble before this video and really just trying to figure out how to concentrate very hard on the very few things that really matter, that require your concentration. Okay, let's keep things rolling here. Let's go to Better Ideas, r/Better Ideas. Joey practicing self-talk. It's funny. That's basically what it is. That is self-talk in a nutshell. You're talking to absolutely nobody except yourself. I usually do it when I'm driving. You know, I'll set a voice memos, like I'll press record, and I'll just talk about, you know, what I'm feeling right now, what my goals are, and if any emotional objections to those goals, like, I want to play video games, are coming up. And then I try to talk to that part of myself, and I try to understand where it's coming from, compassionately, you know, be like, yeah, video games are really fun. Yeah, that's true. Maybe we can play some video games later today. That would be a fun reward for working hard at creating a life that I want to create earlier in the day. You know, I'm not against myself. It's just like realigning myself. So highly recommend self-talk every single day. How are you feeling? Check in with yourself. It's a game-changing daily habit.
They're gonna know. How would they know?
What? What?
What?
People lie, actions don't. How do we leech all of the power? If only you knew the power of the dark side. This confuses the hell out of me. What is this meme? Am I missing something? I don't understand anything about that. I can't be the only one with this thought. Pressing on your forehead can help reduce anxiety and stress. Better Ideas viewers. Yes. You guys are stressed out. I know this because you comment in my comment section. You gotta de-stress, man. Go camping. Holy, I keep on adjusting the mic because it creates a shadow on my face. Beyond inspiring. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate that. Oh, another Jocko one.
Yeah, baby!
Are you ruining your life? Good. Have nothing? Good. Nothing to lose. Ugly too? Good. Can't even lose your looks. Life's shit? Good. Get after it. Wake up at 3 a.m. 10,000 decline push-ups with my cock. Yeah, I'm skipping that one. Yeah. GG, guys. I should have just read ahead. Instead, I read the other word for head. Why not having drip is ruining your life. Dude, that's sick. That's actually unreal. I love that. Joey got the drip? Yes, sir. He even grew hair. That's actually, I love that. I love my face just in panic mode. Like I have to buy it. It's like the dumbest meme so far today, but it's the one I laughed at the hardest. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Me reading the new banner for the first time. Me noticing the small text. Yes, you guys all suck at Photoshop and have no sense of humor. It's just the ongoing gag.
Shoving my bald head shoves my bald head. My bald head shoves my bald head into other people's bald head. Bald head. Very bald head. This video was sponsored by Matt Diavella Biceps. My goodness.
That's a good one. I like these video memes. These are like higher effort, shit posty, but very potent. I like them. Keep them up. This is the good content. This is what we created the subreddit for. Joey and his secondary channel videos.
90% of the time, I have no idea what the I'm talking about.
It's true.
We didn't get shanked in the night. I'm still alive. Anyways.
It's good stuff. Is this you, Joey? That's not Joey. What? Where did you find that?
Where did you get that?
No, this is one of his brothers for sure, though. How do you even know that? How do you know that? That's not one of my brothers. What are you talking about? What happened here? Well, this is creepy. 60 seconds later. Let me lock the doors. Yes, it's true. Yay, train. Joey showing us train footage. Us. Joey. Healthy self-care habits, including journaling, talking to a friend, taking a bath. Me. Felt cute. Might break dance in the middle of the running track field and sing I'm blue dubba dee dubba as loud as fucking possible. I don't know. Bean salad. Yeah, calm down, dude. Settle the kettle. You know, that's a little bit too much. Yeah, just it's too much. Why being sus is ruining your life? Oh shit. I'm late for an appointment. I gotta go, guys. I'm so sorry. I have a meeting. I totally forgot. 7 minutes late. That's not good. Very bad. Thank you so much for watching. Post some memes in the subreddit so that there's good memes next time. We'll catch you in the next video.
You what?